Hi, my name is Brandy Miller, and you are now listening to Torch Talk. Today we have with us Miss Teresa. Hey, Miss Teresa.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
That is fantastic. So tell us who you are and what do you do at Richmond Community College?
Well, I am the coordinator for the Academic Success Center in the evening, which means I'm the one that's here till 9 o'clock at night, Monday through Thursday. And I also am the coordinator for the Oral Written Communication Center, which we call the OWCC, aka the Writing Lab.
Okay, so what is the OWCC and what does it do for students?
The OWCC is the place where students can bring their writing and their presentation, like PowerPoint assignments, and we review them. We have professional tutors here who review them two ways. Holistically, we look at like the entire narrative of the work, and then we also look at the line by line, like what we call the conventions, like the lower order. Do you need a comma here? Is there a capital? So that type of review, we send back suggestions using the commentary feature on Microsoft Office or PowerPoint, and the students can look at the suggestions from our tutors and then make corrections or revisions to their work and before they submit it for grading, and it helps their grades.
Okay, so Richmond CC offers programs that are in person and they offer programs that are completely online. You know, for those students that are 100% online, what services are you offering to them if they're unable to make it to campus?
Well, the good thing about the OWCC, and about 80% of our work is done digitally. We have an online paper portal that's accessible through the RCC website. So students, once they log into their Office 365 account and then go to the website, they can log into the paper portal. They give us a little bit of information about who they are in the class and the assignment, and then they can upload their file, a Word document or a PowerPoint presentation file, and we'll review it. They can also upload their instructor's directions or rubrics, so we have that in comparison to their work. Secondarily, we also offer tutoring. Here in the Academic Success Center in person, we do writing coaching. We can help you from beginning to end stages of the writing process, but our tutors are also available through Microsoft Teams online. We actually have the availability, they can actually do phone tutoring too. So we can reach out to students who can't make it to campus for whatever reason, or maybe they're a distance learning person and they're not within our physical geographical region. So we offer the same tutoring they can get here in person, absolutely can be done online.
Oh wow. See, we offer so many different things for both in-person and online students. That's awesome. Yeah. So how do they obtain the writing support that they need?
Well, it really is as easy as reaching out to us. So they can, our tutors are available. They can make online appointments for either the digital or in-person appointments for writing coaching or reviewing their work. Again, they can send their work through the digital portal, and then once the work is reviewed, we will send it back to their RCC email. And that's about 80% of our students do it that way. So, and that's just because their instructors have communicated that this is something they're suggested. Sometimes they require it or they offer extra credit, but it definitely does improve grades. We see about 95% of our students come back to us and say that they, got grades that were far superior than what they would have had if they would just turned it in. A lot of that has to do with the formatting, like particular, we see a lot of MLA formatting, APA formatting, and so we double check for those kind of things when we're doing the writing review. So the professional tutors here, they have bachelor's, master's, and even PhDs. So they are professional level tutors. They have a lot of writing experience. They go through an extraordinary amount of training once they are hired. And so we're constantly, looking through and retraining and training more and just looking at refreshing our skills, so we make sure we're, up to date with the latest, versions of MLA and APA, and kind of have a finger on the pulse of what's going on with academia as far as writing. We also have an online platform called Upswing. During the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the OWCC is closed, but Upswing is available 24/7. So they can log into Moodle, go to the Quick Links page and hit Upswing, and they have availability to reach tutors 24/7. So that's available to our digital and our in-person traditional students.
Wow. So speaking of our distance learning students, are there any tutoring services available for them? Like you were talking about the Upswing, what else, can you do with Upswing?
Right, Upswing actually has tutors for every course that we offer here at RCC. They do have, tutors that can tutor in writing and review papers just like we can. They can upload documents and work with a tutor if they need writing coaching over the weekend when we're not available. But they have tutors in every subject here at RCC. So once you enter the portal for Upswing, there's a search bar where you can put in your course code, and that will drop down. You'll actually see the course code. You click on it, and then boom, Upswing will loads up all the biographies of all the tutors that are available for that subject. And on the left-hand panel, there's a calendar widget where they can schedule tutoring appointments. The tutor will reach back out to them to confirm the appointment. Sometimes tutors are actually available immediately, especially things like math and English. So they'll have like a little green running bar that says this tutor is available immediately, and you just click on that bar and the tutor pops in.
And this is all completely free, right?
Yes, every service we have at the Academic Success Center is free. Students can get in-person tutoring weekly on a weekly basis. If they want to meet with a tutor regularly, up to 3 hours. The writing lab is open and available as long as we're here and we have tutors and they're available. There is no limit on the amount of writing tutoring. And we have students who are in here every week and sit sometimes and work through a writing assignment with a tutor. They'll go through a certain process, they'll look at what the work did, they'll send the student back out to work, and so it's kind of like that writing coaching ongoing. So, and then Upswing, you can also do 3 hours of tutoring on Upswing for free, and that's in addition to the tutoring here in the center. So lots and lots of available resources and people who are here just to help our students be academically successful, especially with the writing.
That is true. We got to take advantage of all the services, that our college has to offer. So what advice would you give someone, who's nervous about, asking for help? Because, there's so many students that are like that. They're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to ask for help, but I really need it, but I'm nervous. Somebody might, say something about it, or, what do you suggest for those students?
That is one of the most difficult things that students sometimes have to overcome, is to ask for help. They see it as some kind of a deficiency or weakness, or someone might judge me because my writing is not so good, and that couldn't be further from the truth. Is that the tutors here are very warm and very approachable and very encouraging as they're working with a student, because we realize that students are going to come to us on various different skill levels. And so as tutors, I'm just sometimes awed at how they can work with a student and see them come in and be very apprehensive, feel very vulnerable, because you're showing someone your work, and that sometimes can feel very you feel very exposed. But the tutors are they're very confidential. We don't talk about other students' work with other students, and we see our students come back to us time and time again. Once they get that help, they realize how unbelievably helpful it is to them and to their grades and to just their overall skill level. And we look at things like when we have our students who come back and have scholarship essays, or they're applying for colleges and they want us to look at the essays for entrance to college. We have people out in the community who come to us who are students who want us to look at a speech they're going to be giving at a luncheon that they're having to speak at. And so we're here for the community as well.
Okay, so is there any additional information that you would like to leave with us?
Well, a couple of things just about time. Sometimes the stressful part of writing is because procrastination happens.
Oh, yeah.
And so what I would encourage students to do is, as soon as you have a writing assignment, start working on it from day one, because the longer the time you have, the more time we have to help you. And to come in and just, even though if you're stuck, we had a student walk in a couple days ago and she said, I have no idea how to write a research paper, can you help me? And of course. And so we have video things that we can help with. Upswing has some video tutoring remediation things that we can work with, and it's just a point of, we have lots of tools and resources that are available here in the center, and we can send them to you by email. So it's just, you got to get to us, so don't procrastinate. That's my thing. We are here. I have tutors here in the Hamlet campus from 9 to 9, Monday through Thursday. So I think that accommodates almost everybody's schedule. And then over at the Scotland County campus, we have a very experienced writing tutor, Lisa Case. She's been with us years and years, and she works, she's there from 8:30 until 4:30, Monday through Thursday. So again, we are closed on Friday. The center's not closed, but the OWCC's not here.
Well, Miss Teresa, thank you so much for doing Torch Talk with us. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, I love talking about the OWCC. It's a good program. It's really a great service for our students, and the ones who really do utilize it and take advantage of it are very successful.
Well, that's great. Are you looking for tutors by any chance?
We are always looking for tutors here. So if you have 30 college credits and a 3.0 average, and you can get a faculty recommendation for the classes that you've scored an A or a B in as a final grade, come and see us.
Well, thank you for telling them that. That way they know, hey, that looks great on a resume. I was a tutor, you know. Well, we will see you next time.